All it takes is for one person to make a stance, to wake up from the dizzy trance, the trance that makes the world go round, seemingly so, yet invisibly bound, bound by the hidden rope, limiting our viewing scope, damaging our sight from each other. Mother, father, sister, brother. Tell it how it was, including the secret. To free the mind is the only way to beat it. Break the silence and be free. Sharing has really been the key to a life free from being excluded. Read on if you want to be included. That's page 10 of the Tell Your Story blueprint that I've created to empower people to tell their story, being launched on the 10th of April at 8 o'clock UK time. You're welcome if you receive this video before then, and even if you don't, then be in touch, www.empoweringangel.space. I wanted to start off that brief overview because some people in the community have asked about my experience in Ireland, and as I'm putting together this blueprint, it's reminded me that I am that person who made a stance on waking up from that dizzy trance. And the reason why I say that is because I went over to Ireland to promote my work, the Life After Stress, Anxiety and Depression, and I was performing on stage doing an event of which now I've been removed from. And I've been removed from it because I stood up and made a stance. I'd asked a host who had kindly asked me to come to her home and to be looked after as I got stranded in the snow. I asked her for a reference, just a reference for the next host, because as a community it's about how we support each other. And I asked the host maybe 3 times, just a bit of a nudge and a reminder that I would have liked her feedback for the next host. And she couldn't give it me, even though our conversation was one of, I'm a great person. And it wasn't that I needed an ego boost. It was that I wanted accountability and responsibility for community. Because when you're doing what somebody said, divine messenger work, then sometimes what we see, what we're presented is not where the message lies. And what I was seeing to what I was feeling was a conflict. So I wanted her to be accountable to the community, so that that the community knew that they weren't welcoming in a complete stranger who maybe people had issues with. So I want to continue on the next video, but I just really wanted to give you that brief overview that sometimes you have to stand up for what you believe in, and if you believe in truth, you have to stand up for truth. And if you believe in transparency and openness and honesty, then sometimes some people can't be that, and that's okay. But is it okay? Because I think part of accountability is speaking your truth, regardless of whether or not someone is going to like it or not. So that's just a little bit of a thought of, are you the person who's waking up from this trance that we've all been silenced with? I'm going to do my next video again on this one because there's something more that I want to add.